Good morning. I want to welcome everyone to Schenectady's 4th annual H.O.M.E.S Fair. As we kick it off today, where we have, I think there's 27 vendors joining us today from real estate brokers, bankers, other community groups that provide service and help people through the home either selling or purchasing process. We have 28 homes that are open today throughout the city of Schenectady. Those will be kicking off about in an hour and a half at noontime or shortly after that. And we're excited about this. We continue to market the city of Schenectady in conjunction with our partners, the Schenectady City School District. Again, we have bankers, realtors, people who see the opportunity and see the value of owning a home here in the city of Schenectady. Now I'd like to turn it over to Elizabeth Fox, Elizabeth McCauley with CM Fox Realty. And Elizabeth also serves as the vice chair of the Millennium Council in the city of Schenectady, where recently put together a group of younger, smarter, really enthusiastic individuals who are becoming the next generation of community leaders. With that, Elizabeth, I want to welcome you here. Thank you for your help and continued looking partnership.
Good morning, everyone. Well, as the mayor mentioned, my name is Elizabeth McCauley. I was born and raised here in the city of Schenectady, down in the Stockade. To talk a little bit about myself, I attended Schenectady High School at the age of 18. When I graduated from Schenectady, I said to myself, what do I want to do? Do I want to go to college? Where do I want to find myself in the next 5, 10, 15 years? And that's here in Schenectady. And I thought of no better way to get involved with the city was to become a real estate agent. So I signed up for an online course, and that August I became a real estate agent about 5 years ago. I'm only 23 years old. I bought my first house in the city of Schenectady about 2 years ago. And I couldn't be happier to see everything that's going on and have grown up here and see the tremendous changes that are happening downtown and the projects that are going to happen in Mohawk Harbor. And also, I am vice chair of the Schenectady Millennial Council, started by Councilman John Ferrari back in January. We are just a bunch of young people who are trying to advocate for our city, get people involved, and to show the younger demographic of people that right now might be the time to purchase that home and stop renting and start to build equity for yourself. So I'm happy to be part of the 4th annual H.O.M.E.S Fair today. I hope to, walk around and talk a little bit more to everybody, and thank you for having me. I'm also going to now introduce to you Mary D'Alessandro from Berkshire Hathaway, and she's going to talk to you a little bit more about the open houses that are going on within the city today.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I've been with the program now for over 4 years, the H.O.M.E.S program, and it is an amazing program. It is continuously building, and we're seeing more interest in purchasing homes in the city of Schenectady. We see a difference in the neighborhoods, and the downtown is just such an attraction that more people are interested in urban living, retirees and younger people. Elizabeth being part of that. As we started here as Prudential Manor Homes, we are now Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I myself and my company are very, very proud to be able to help with this program and with this city. And today we have so many different open houses in so many different price points and areas, and I think if you come down and there is a sheet of open houses that you can visit, there's so many vendors that can help you with banking and questions about financing, so please come down. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. I'd like to introduce at this moment Ed Kosher, Councilman.
Thank you, and good morning as well. And as Mary said, I wear a couple of different hats. I am currently a member of the Schenectady City Council, and on top of that, I've been president of the Woodlawn Neighbors Association for the past 7 years. And certainly an important piece of buying any property in our city is to get to know a little bit about your neighborhoods. We have a wonderful association. Oh, we're going to turn it down. We have a wonderful association called SUN, which is the Schenectady United Neighborhoods. We have a display over here to my left, and they represent all our neighbor associations that reside here in the city of Schenectady. Let me just name off a few of them. There are many. We have the Central State Street Unit, the Goose Hill Neighbor Association, Bellevue, Mount Pleasant, 12309, Hamilton Hill, Eastern Avenue, the East Front Street, Dale Street, and of course the Woodlawn Neighbor Association. The Sun Group, again Schenectady United Neighborhoods, meet the third Tuesday of every month right here at City Hall at 7 o'clock. And their information, as information with all our neighborhood associations, are listed right on the City of Schenectady website. So if you go to the main page, click on the links on the left-hand side, you'll find out a little bit more information about the various neighborhood associations and what we do in our areas. Another important piece, of course, is our school district. And if I may, I know Karen Crone is here from the school district, but I just want to touch base. My youngest daughter just recently graduated from Schenectady High School just the other day at Proctor's Theater, and we had nearly 600 of our students graduated there. An important piece of buying a home here in the city is our school district. When we moved in here in 1987, we live in the Woodlawn area, just not even a quarter of a block from Page Elementary School. And I think that was one of the reasons why we bought into the city, was the tremendous support we had in the school district and the opportunity that our Schenectady school districts gives our youth. And again, the numerous colleges that our kids are going to be attending, the students, some of them, including my daughter, just graduated with over 32 college credits that she'll be able to use when she attends SUNY Oswego. But again, that's just some of the story. The opportunities that we give her for our youth are second to none. There are programs in every single one of our parks this year, including the pools over at Central Park, Quackenbush, and Hillhurst and Front Street. And we not only that, but we've partnered with the Boys and Girls Club of Schenectady to have wraparound programs, educational components for all our youth that want to participate. So please, I can't help but encourage folks, if you're interested, please go to our websites, look for some more information, contact any of us that are here this morning. Come down, we're here till 1 o'clock. And again, feel free to contact any of the councilmen or our various realtors that are here as well. And again, thank you for everybody who has put this together this morning. I certainly appreciate all that. So without further ado, let me introduce a good friend of ours as well. She's the interim executive director of the Habitat for Humanity in Schenectady County, Miss Madeline Thorne.
Thank you and good morning, everybody. I very much appreciate the hard work that the City of Schenectady devotes to improving housing within Schenectady. Now, Habitat for Humanity is a county-wide program. It's Habitat for Humanity of Schenectady County. So we do have some homes that are reaching out into Glenville, Scotia. We're looking to go out to Duanesburg and Delancey. But the core of the Habitat program is, in fact, within the city. And we could not do the work that we do without the strong support of the City of Schenectady's mayor, the Department of Development Manager, Jackie Mancini, and her incredible crew, the law department and so on. They all work very, very well with Habitat to help us change the housing situations for many of our low-income families in Schenectady. So what do we do at Habitat? We take homes that are possibly vacant, possibly abandoned for many, many years, and we either rehab them or we bring them down to the ground and totally rebuild, all with volunteer effort, all with really talented, really creative people that renew the housing stock within our city. And it is just a phenomenal thing to see, the people of the city coming together literally from the ground up, providing housing. It's the wonderful energy. I hope that all of you will at some time volunteer for Habitat, because we could sure use your help. We have a couple of projects going on right now. Right now on Carey Street, we have our 2015 Women Build program working. And what that will be is a house that will be totally built by women. And at the end of the day, will be a single mom and her 3-year-old son that will enjoy home ownership in the city. A house built by women, for a woman, and as the first women executive director at Habitat, I have to say it was a great day for me to be part of that. And our mayor was there for the groundbreaking, again showing his support for this program. as was many of our council people, assembly people. They know that our neighborhoods need help, and they are devoted to giving us the help we need to make those changes. The other thing we have at Habitat is we have our Great Restore program. That's a program that helps us underwrite a lot of the operating expenses so that the money we raise for houses actually goes into housing, but our administrative costs are met by our Restore. And for those who don't know, Restore has gently used, high quality, really fascinating pieces of furniture that come in, and we sell them right at 115 North Broadway. So you can find all kinds of great treasures, some not so great treasures, but some really creative ideas. I hope you come into Restore. That, again, helps support our programs. Run under, we have a manager, Randy Sparrow, but everybody else in the store is a volunteer. Again, being driven by this great energy in our city, people working really hard to make a difference for our neighborhoods. Along with Restore, we are, and our Women Build, we are currently doing what I would call, I don't know, a regular build, I guess, just our traditional build, also on Carey Street, and we're going to be initiating one on Robinson Street. We have reached into Mount Pleasant. We have reached up onto Bellevue. So Habitat is touching many, many, many of our neighborhoods. We just need more families to come to us. When you get into the Habitat program, we will work with you so you will be a successful home owner. And a very brief overview of the program is Habitat for Humanity will work. We will underwrite a 30-year zero-interest mortgage. But the families are responsible for taxes and insurances. Habitat for Humanity is totally built on the concept of a hand up, not a hand out. We want people to make that important, meaningful transition from rental situations into the integrity, their responsibility, and break that chain of poverty so that their children will have secure educational opportunities. They won't be at the whim of a landlord. They'll be able to stay in their own home. Those children are going to have their own bedroom and their own backyard, and that is huge, huge, huge for many of our families. And oftentimes, even with the mortgage, even with the taxes, even with the insurance, they are actually paying less than they were paying in a rental situation while building home equity, which they can invest in other meaningful ways. It is a way to build family wealth. So that's a very brief overview. Now, there's some bureaucratic qualifications, so what I would ask you to do is go on our website, schenectadyhabitat.org, and you can download a preliminary application. You send that to us, and we have a family selection committee that reviews it. And if you're not quite ready to have that homeownership yet, if you need some little help to get your debt ratio under control, or bring your income up, or take care of that college loan, whatever you might have, we will work with you. We will provide family and credit counseling to you so that you then can qualify for that home ownership. This is a commitment we make. Our Habitat families are with us from start to end. And I'm excited to say that we have currently started, we just broke ground for number 45, 46, so it is conceivable by the end of 2016, Habitat for Humanity of Schenectady County will be able to celebrate the 50th home in the city and county of Schenectady, and that's going to be a great milestone. I'm going to thank you for that. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. So, again, if again, lots of ways to work with us. Donate to Restore, help us raise funds that way. Please, if you're a company, we have a lot of companies giving their employees days of coming down and helping on a build. And it's a twofer. You help us build a house, you get a day out in the fresh air and away from your desk. We have a phenomenal community relations manager. Her name is Karen McLean. She is waiting to hear from you so that she can bring you into our program. And you'll see, and you'll get to do the nuts and bolts, put on siding, put up flooring, put in cabinets, help with the electrical. I mean, you really do build up a skill set when you work with Habitat and volunteer for Habitat of Humanity. And we're looking for families to come into the program. The application is not difficult to preliminary. Get on our website, get those applications. And if anybody is, if you know a friend or a neighbor, you think it's time for them to make this big step, I'm hoping that you will refer them to us. There's a number of not-for-profits in the city of Schenectady because the city is, as I say, committed to making our neighborhoods just a better place for all of us. There's a number of not-for-profits, and we are beginning to have really great conversations with each other about how we can work together more effectively. And I, again, thank you for this time. Thank you for sharing your Sunday morning with us, and come to Habitat for Humanity. Thank you.
So if you're seeing this or hearing this, come on down, see the vendors here, enjoy the Schenectady Green Market, which is outside, and then stop around and see the open houses that are in the city of Schenectady. Thank you.